Good day guys, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up the TurboGrafx-16. First off, I have never even heard of the TurboGrafx-16 until I got into HYPERSPIN. I've never heard of it. I think it's like is it a Chinesey, American, Japanesey? Sorry for my culture crapness. Basically, I've never heard of the system, but that doesn't take away that it is actually a very good system. I mean, considering I've no input on the games from childhood, actually playing the games now are really entertaining, especially like the Bomberman series, and it's to me a very good system for shoot 'em ups and for platforming. Very good system. So even if you've not heard of it, I encourage you to set this system up. Okay, right, enough of my advertising TurboGrafx-16 by NEC, wherever it is, I don't know. I'm going to show you how to set it up. How exciting is this? I'm on the edge of my seat, I don't know about you guys. But anyway, let's get stuck in. Right, first of all, what do we need? We need RetroArch. Okay, if you haven't got RetroArch already installed, follow the screen link now. And if you have, my apologies, let's get stuck straight in. Down the bottom, in the description, there as always is a link to a mega file download. Download that file and it should end up on your desktop, hopefully, if you've got it installed or set up the way that everybody else seems to have it set up in the world. Once it's on your desktop, you should have a file something similar to this. The TGrafx-16, whatever it is, this file anyway. It's 50 megabytes, not big at all. What I want to do is, that's compressed files, so I decompress it, uncompress it, I'm not sure what term I would use, but I want to basically take all the files out. So I'm going to right click it and then I'm going to extract everything here, because that's the way mine works. I encourage you to install 7-zip. It's a very good utility or Apple program, whatever you call it. Okay, enough of me waffling, it's already done its good work. And as always, open this up and you'll have a readme. Ensure it's paramount that you read the readme. Never has a readme been more important than today. Once you've read that, take a look at my name and who it's made by. Very interesting. And then you will have two very good folders. These are the ones that you need. Okay, let's have a look at our system. So mine is in my D drive. HYPERSPIN, where are you? There we go, HYPERSPIN folder, and there we go, where we left it last time. So here's my HYPERSPIN folder. You will see the two directories that from my download correspond with two directories which are in your HYPERSPIN folder, media and databases. What I want to do is select both of these folders, and then I'm going to drag these over to my HYPERSPIN folder, and these should merge magically with each other. Should make little merging babies. Okay, yeah, there we go. Replace the files and destination. Yes, as always. You should learn by now, computer. And now that that's done, we can get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. However, I would read that readme about 50 times because it is a very good read. Okay, there we go. We've now put everything we need. Okay, in that download that I've just given you, you have the themes. You have the box art. I know, it's crazy. Not many people have box art. I must admit, it is not the original. Yeah, I think the spines are missing. But take a look at it yourself. I mean, that is some spot-on box art. I don't know who made it, but whoever did, much thanks to you. It's greatly appreciated. I love it on my system. I've resized it and everything, so it looks nice. And I've also given you, well, I suppose you could call a cart, but I think there were cards back in the day. I've given you that art as well. So you've got the cart, the box, the themes, the wheels, the bezels, and the fade screen, plus the databases and loads of other good stuff. So exciting this, I can't wait to get stuck in. Okay, first of all, enough of me waffling. Let's launch HyperLaunch HQ. As always, I'm rendering a stupid video, so my system may be really slow. It takes a lot of CPU to render the high definition videos, so my apologies if it's running slow. Oh, right, here we go. First off, we need to find out, is this a default system or is this already set up in our HyperLaunch HQ? Yes, it is. I can see it, it's there. Yes, so that knocks one thing off the to-do list. We don't need to set up the emulator because it's already set up. We're going to be using RetroArch on hope we should, because I told you that at the beginning. Right, let's set it up then. So first off, click the NEC TURBOGRAFX-16, an amazing system. I encourage you to set this up. Click the emulators tab at the top. What I need to do now is tell it where my games are. So I'm going to click the plus sign here, and then I'm going to navigate to where my games are stored. Again, yours will be completely different, depends on where you're feeling your games to be stored. Mine is in my P drive, in my ROMs, somewhere around there. There we go, TurboGrafx-16. Click OK, and that now tells HyperLaunch HQ where all my games are at. What's my default emulator? What's my default emulator? I'm going to tell you, it's RetroArch. That's exciting. Okay, so I've got TurboGrafx-16 set up. I've told it where my games are. I've told it what emulator I'm running. Now I need to tell it, as always, because I love compressing all my files, that my files compress. So I need to click on settings, main settings, 7-zip, and then once we're enabled, true. If yours aren't, obviously input to false. If you're unsure, set it to any of the settings, and then if your games don't work, come back to the setting and change the alternate. Hopefully it should then work. Fade screen, what else do we need to set up? Yeah, I need to set up my fade. Fade should already done it as default. If not, have a look at my previous videos, we do it in there. I think this one's in the HyperLaunch or Rocket Launcher tutorial. But all I need to do here, or you may need to do, is animation type. I'm going to change that to just image, and the show 7-zip progress, I'm going to put that to false, because the very small games, it would be almost instantaneous for it to progress through the unzipping of the 7-zip file. So it'd be stupid to show that, and also the animation, I don't like the big bulky bars because there's no need for it on small systems like this. So image and false, that's good. I also want it to show a bezel. I love my bezels. Yeah, so basically if you want the bezel, put it to false or true. I'm actually not going to put the bezel on at this stage, only because it might take more CPU, and I don't think my computer can take it with all this stupid rendering I'm doing at the moment. So I'm going to set it to false, but again, you set it to true, whatever. Yeah, and that's that. I think that is set up in the HyperLaunch HQ. Now what we need to do is test the game to make sure we've got it all configured correctly. So take yourself over to the Games tab at the top. Hopefully, by the gods of NEC TurboGrafx-16, when I click this audit button, the blue one here, everything should turn green. Please, 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 please. Well, not everything is turned green. I do have games missing. My god. Yeah, basically it looks like I've not got the translated games. Maybe I can find them at some point, I don't know. But, I mean, look at this. How many games have I got? Oh my god, I've got 94 games for the TurboGrafx-16. I want to play each and every one of them right now. Okay, well I'm going to test one. But word of warning, as I said, I'm rendering, so this may be choppy as fuck. Hopefully yours won't be. What I want to see though is a splash screen, as in the loading of a game. If I can see that, then I know that it works. So it may not be able to play it right now because I'm rendering videos, but I know that it will work in the future. And we'll all know that we got to set it up correctly. Okay, so I'm going to test Bomberman 93. Why not? I love the Bomberman stuff. I'm going to click the rocket sign. It should load up. It should tell me loading.
Loading. Loading complete.
There we go. Nice fade. Come on. You can do this. It won't be as choppy and ugly as this when yours loads, hopefully. Come on. Yes! Oh my god. Look at it. Okay, I've just pressed F1 there, that brings up the RetroArch menu. You can do a lot of configuring now. I'm happy that it worked, to be honest. These videos are flying through today. Okay, cursor buttons, they go up and down, select whatever you want to do. F1 to get into this menu. All this is covered in the RetroArch tutorial guide. If you haven't seen that, well, you're a mug. For me, what I would do normally at this point is my bezel would be enabled, but what I'd like to do is set it up so it looks good in the bezel. So I'd Use the cursor keys to go up and down. I'll go into settings, press the X key. I would then go to video options, press the X key, press custom ratio, and then I'd start moving the screen to however I wanted it configured within the bezel or without the bezel. I mean, stretch it to the entire screen if you want exactly a full screen with this game. It's personal preferences at the end of the day. Who am I to tell you how you want to play your games? I'm just enabling you, that's all. I'm an enabler. Okay, enough of my drunken ramblings because I'm probably still pissed from the night before. Okay, up and down, whatever. My computer's probably going wild now. So, there you go. If you want to look at to configure it more within the game, look at my RetroArch tutorial. Everything's covered in there. It's such an exciting tutorial as well. It's amazing. Right, it works. I'm excited. So now we know it works, it launches, the emulator set up, game's launching, the ROMs are good, everything's smiling, Bomberman's showing me his big smiley face. So now what I'm going to do is make it work in HYPERSPIN. Oh, let's make this one work. Okay, we've already copied everything over, so everything should be working no problem. All the media should be in place, so by theory I go to my HyperSpin setup. I'm going to load now HyperHQ, because this is what configures HyperSpin itself as a front end to make your art work. What we've done so far is make the game work, now we want to make the art work. We do this with HyperHQ. So again, it's taking forever in a day to load because I'm rendering. Come on. Okay, we're in. Right, once you've loaded up HyperHQ, select the wheel settings. Look at the wheels. And then we want to do the drop down box and we want to choose the system, which Brain for I is NEC TURBOGRAFX-16. Yes. Alright, double click on that and that should bring you to this displayed box here. Okay, within here you will see a text called ROM path. I want to click the directory little icon next to it. Boom. Now navigate to wherever your games are. Again, I know it's very monotonous setting up these systems. HyperSpin, but it's worth it. That's the main thing. So mine are in my HyperSpin drive, they're in my ROMs folder, and down here somewhere I should find the NEC TurboGrafx-16. Get in, back of the net. And then I need to tell it what kind of file format they are so we can read them properly. Okay, I note that these are 7-zip files, or they could be any kind of compression, so I'm going to give them all the compression files, because I always compress my games. I'm a stickler for it. Okay, 7-zip, comma, no space, rar, comma, no space, zip. They're all the different types of compressed files that you can have. In fact, there's probably more, I don't know. But they're the ones that I use anyway. So I've just given them all, just in case, you know, I've got a random one that's a zip file. I don't know. So now it knows that I've got all those games. And it can find them, and it knows what kind of files they are. Yours may be different. Yours may be, I don't know, what kind of file formats they are as standard. But basically, look at one of the games or a few of the games, open up the file, and next to it or after it you should see, for example, the name of the game, dot, and then 3 or 2 letters after it. Basically you put those letters case sensitive, so capitals or small letters, that's sensitive, so make sure they're exactly the same. In here, to split the different file types up, you put the comma, but you have no spaces. Ensure that that is done. Paramount. Okay. Now I've emphasized that far too much. We're going to go onto the wheels tab here. We're going to drop this down to 0. Well, personal preference again. I like mine to drop down to 0 because I've got box and cart. So when the wheel stops, I want it to bring in the box and cart art, and I want it to get rid of the wheel so it doesn't look cluttered. And then I like it to be vertical, not the rounded. So the wheels themselves will be straight up and down instead of curved like a wheel. I like mine to be neat and straight. I do like to keep it as 400, and I like that one to be between 230 and 240. Again, personal preference, play as much as you want, but I would say maximum 400 because that's the resolution of the wheels. Okay, so that's that done. Navigation and themes. Right, I want to make sure that it's ROMs only. I want to make sure that it's wheels only. I want to make sure that it's returned to the last game every time I go back into the system. And I want to remove the text field info. I'm then going to go on to videos, and I'm going to leave this exactly as it is. Again, I don't give you the videos, you have to download these from wherever you want. I've shown you in HyperSync how to do it the easy way. So you use HyperSync and basically it'll download all the videos for all these games, and it all looks amazing. It does that from any movies, or you can download manually yourself and put them wherever your video files are stored, or I think Emmy Movies has actually got a program that does it for you. But yeah, basically it's the only thing that you need to download is the movies, I think, for the system. Sounds, I don't like the stupid game sounds, so I'm going to untick that one. I'm going to leave the click sound because I love that one. I'm going to click on special art. If you've got a 360 pad, I encourage you to follow my next procedures. I'm going to untick these. If you haven't, or have not, got a 360 pad, leave them as they are because it looks cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, with my 360 pad to work properly, I'm going to put this in. Oh, come on. I'm going to change that up to 500. 500. I'm going to now change this to 384. 384. I'm going to change this to 1. I'm going to change this to 1. I'm going to change this to 3. Okay. Down the bottom, that should be fade as it is, and that should be none. They should be set as default anyway. Okay. Now I've set everything up in here. Like I said, the only thing that you will need to set up now is you will need to download the movies to go with these games. You can make them yourself. You can download them. You can do whatever you want. I've given you lots of different ways to do this. If you're unsure of any kind of procedures, take a look at my videos. I explain everything, especially the HyperSync video. It's a very good video to watch, and I encourage you to watch it from start to finish and share it to the whole wide world. Anyway, I'm waffling again. So we've changed everything that we need to do in here. I'm going to press the X button. It should save automatically anyway, so we should be good to go. Now, the bottom left hand corner, as always, I don't show you how to do that one because I've made a whole video tutorial with it in. That is called the Tips and Tricks 2015, and in there I give you a little file to make sure that the little text that's in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, which gives the name of the game, basically will have a default grey and it will be a little misplaced. If you follow that tips and tricks, it takes you 2 seconds and you can get it to look however you want and put it wherever you want. I'll give you everything you need. That's the only other thing that you will need to change, but you've got everything else with you. Right, so when I load this, apart from that and the videos, it should look good. Cart art, box art, themes, fade, everything should be good. Right, so I'm going to load up HyperSpin. Maybe very slow. Again, I'm rendering, so maybe crap and jittery. I hope not. Come on. You can do this. Okay, bypass that. Come on! We're not looking at that one. We are looking at... what system did we just set up? TurboGrafx-16. Boom, there we go. Oh my god, look at that! It's a sight for sore eyes. I'm going to go into it, make sure the cart and the box art works. There's the wheel, that's working, it looks amazing. There's the box, and there's a cart. Oh my god, I am so good at this. Yep. What I can do now is I can take a look at lots of different ones. Again, like I said, the videos, you need to download these. I'm going to start downloading them now. And the text that's in the bottom left hand corner, just above the Xboxy buttons that are flashing in and out, you can change that with the tips and tricks video tutorial that I've got in my web page, whatever it's called, channel, that's it. I've done mine so it's a nice golden colour with a surrounding of black, but you can choose any colour you wish. Right, it looks good. It's a very good system. Encourage you to set it up. Let me exit out. Come on. Come on, computer. Keep up. Okay, there we go. We have set up everything to do with TurboGrafx-16, and what a good time it was as well. I had fun. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed that one. That was really amazing. Yeah, we've got it up and running. Everything's working. Again, as always, I've got a Twitter thing at the top. Never used Twitter. I just thought it'd help you guys and launch into the world of Twitter. So if you can reach me on there, I give updates on that. I've also got Google Plus, and I've got a new Facebook page, so you can message me or do whatever you want on there. Also, you can go over to the HyperSpin forums. I'm always available on there. PM me or ask for advice from somebody else. Everybody's quite nice most of the time on there. There's a few grumpy bums at the moment. But yeah, as always, if you're stuck or anything like that, you can always just comment below the video. I'll try my best to get back to you and help you out as much as I can. You take care, guys, and good luck with setting up this system. We're going to be bringing out well, there's going to be some huge updates this week, so make sure you stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and most of all, share these videos. Let the world know what kind of enjoyment they can get out of their household computers, or arcade cabinets, or HT PCs, whatever they call it. But most of all, do not buy pre-configured drives. Discourage everybody to do so also. They're all cunts and rip-off merchants. They just want your money. That is all. I will show you to do it for free, basically. So why spend money when you can do it for free? Yep, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff, and you take care. And most of all, good luck, guys, and you have a lovely day.